So this is Donnie Douche he used to have a show on CNBC, and he's famous because he's rich. His father was rich, and he owned an advertising company, and then he gave it to him. So then he became famous and rich. He didn't accomplish anything on his own, and then they put him on MSNBC and CNBC to talk, and because he's rich. And so now he's doing his own podcast with James Carville. Now, James Carville was the brain trust behind Bill Clinton's presidency and getting him elected. And for some reason, people still listen to him. But listen to what he had to say most recently. Here we go. Now, James Carville also said that goddamn motherfucking 26 years old better vote. He goes, just because you don't think that the government's doing what you want. That's how it works.
I think Democratic culture has too many preachy females.
Okay, I'm going to back that up again. He says, I think what?
I think Democratic culture has too many preachy females.
Whoa. So when a Democratic pundit starts attacking women, it's time for the Democratic base to throw that bus in reverse on the freeway and pretend to believe in something else. This is unbelievable. Democratic strategists are attacking women.
I think Democratic culture has too many preachy females. It's too much. Don't eat hamburgers. Don't watch football. All right, wear condom. Like, man, shit, leave me alone. You okay? I got a goddamn life to lead. You know, guy works at a tire repair shop in suburban Atlanta. You motherfuckers working 50 hours a week. You know, making $16.50 an hour. And he wants to watch the football game. And he wants to smoke dope and drink beer. And then everybody's telling him he's slothful, and they reject that shit. And you know, I just think some of it is cosmopolitan condensation, if you will. Like, you need to lead the kind of life we lead, not the kind of life you lead. And it pisses people off.
Well, that's across the board. That's black, white. That's a big part of Trump. That's a big part of Trump.
It's Hispanic. We're going to lose Hispanic males. Yeah. We're going to fucking lose them.
And that's on that male-female issue. That's on, I mean, it very much, they want to see the strong, this is a generalization, but strong dominant male in a household. I mean, you know.
So that, I mean, they're the party of, so the Democrats, according to him, are the party of preachy women and weak males. And nobody wants to be a part of that. And, so James Carville's right to a certain extent. But what he's wrong about is that it doesn't really matter if the Democrats win or lose, or the Republicans win or lose. It doesn't really matter. It only matters because it's a game to him. And then his friends get to be employed. But it doesn't matter. I mean, because if Trump wins, they raise more money than ever. So it's just because it doesn't. James Carville serves the same people as Mitt Romney, as John McCain, as George Bush, as Bill Clinton, as Hillary Clinton, as Barack Obama, as Joe Biden. They all serve the same people: the war machine, Wall Street, Big Pharma, the Silicon Valley, and insurance companies. They all serve the exact same people. Your democracy is an illusion. You don't live in a democracy. So he is right about their messaging. He is right. Look at this.
I think Democratic culture has too many preachy females. It's too much. Don't eat hamburgers. Don't watch football. All right, wear condom. Like, man, shit, leave me alone.
The party of leave me alone is Republicans. They used to be anyway. That was supposed to be their thing. Party of leave me alone. Except they wanted to go into your bedroom. So I just thought that was funny. I thought it was the Democratic strategist attacking women now. Too many goddamn preacher women. He motherfucker out there working a goddamn tire shop. He want to go ahead and smoke a joint and have a beer. God damn it. And wear a condom. What the fuck? Where'd he pull that one out of? Wearing a condom? I don't think that goes along. I think wearing a condom's a good idea for a fella. Did you find that funny, or did that make you anxious? He's funny. He's funny. Goddamn Democratic Party. Too many goddamn preachy women. It's the party of weak men and preachy women. Not a good, not a winning. But again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because these guys both serve the same people. By the way, that's the guy who said if Bernie Sanders got the Democratic nomination, he would vote for Donald Trump on Joe Scarborough's show. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what these people really are. Okay, over to Seth.
Okay, hold on. I think. So what is it right now? Somebody just said, where did it go? Where'd it go? I think it was EMK that said Carville makes him nervous. All right. So you're not alone. You are not alone. Okay, Misha, you are not alone on that one. Okay. Let's see what this one says. Shit, JD. That are some good points on that last video. I'm going to use it at the Red Bank Council on June 27th. All are invited. Anyone can zoom in. Vegan Z. Thank you, Vegan Z.
Okay, ready?
Yes, go back, Jimmy.
If I were Rabbi Shmuley and diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd diddle little bums. If I were a Shmuley man, I'd peddle all my dildos, dreidel dildos, selling dildos with my daughter and her mum. If I were a Jewish Shmuley man, I'd be digging with a dildo in my bum. I'd wear a grotesque nose and go grab some goyim right on the nipple with a pinch. A Shabbos lap dance brace for the youngest mensch.
At this time, more than any other time, revolution is necessary. It is necessary. Not only based on what has happened with the MOVE organization, the babies that have been murdered, MOVE adults that have been murdered, bombs being dropped on us, but past that to what is happening with all black people, so-called minority people, money poor people. This government, as has been said earlier, has waged war on us. But something about us, particularly here in America, we don't really understand that. You know, we don't really know what war is. You know, for black people, for poor people, that people see as good, that they wasn't forced to do, that they didn't do to try to keep black people appeased, you know, and calm down so that black people wouldn't riot. A prison situation is a crystallized example of that. You can make phone calls in prison. They have movies in prison. But they don't have those things because they just want to be nice to prisoners. They have those things because they know damn well if they don't have, you know, people being able to contact their family, if they don't have, you know, facilities for people to sit there and watch movies, people are going to be frustrated, upset, and they're going to direct that frustration at them prison administrators. And they're going to have riots on their hands. You know, they're going to have people in them prisons turning them prisons out. That's why they have movies. That's why they have access to phones the way they do. And a stop to it when we don't like it, or encouraging it when it's something that's in our interest. You know, we have to call the shots. The people have to take the reins of this system and start dictating, you know, what we need, what needs to be done. And, you know, taking the initiative to do it ourselves. We can't rely on this system. I mean, you know, don't people see what's happening? Every single confrontation that MOVE people have been involved in, every single issue, you know, oppression, economic issues, every single issue facing our people, you know, is something that can be dealt with very, very simply. All people got to do is make their wishes known. All people have to do is stand up and say, listen, we're not accepting that. Unity is the key. Unity is the key to revolution. Revolution ain't nothing to be afraid of. It ain't nothing to shy away from. Revolution, contrary to what officials, you know, this system and those backing the officials running this system, you know, want people to believe that revolution means violence, you know, means blood in the street. I'm saying it can get to that point, but it don't have to be violent. You know, when people come together and take a strong stand on an issue, this government don't have no choice but to listen. Where you think they get their authority from? They don't have no power, but they do have authority to do certain things. Where you think they get it from? They get it from us, from the people. You know, they get it from us accepting the things that they do to be done to stop it. Then you have some people who want to then turn around and say, yeah, well, you know, it's the best we have, and want to make excuses. The time for excuses is over. It's over. You know, every man, woman, and child has to be involved in this revolution. Not only has to be, but is, whether you want to be or not. I mean, our babies gave their lives for this revolution on May 13th. You know, men, women, and children were murdered. And not just MOVE babies, you know. What about all of the young men, women, you know, children 8, 9 years old shot down on the street by cops, you know, by drug pushers? I mean, you know, where do you think that mentality comes from? It comes from this system, from the mentality of this system of getting over, you know, making a quick buck, you know. I'm saying that's where that needs to be done to stop it. Then, you know, what I want people to really, really understand is that it's past time. It is past time for poor people, black people, you know, to realize that this system has failed you. It has failed you. You can't get nothing from it. And what people got to do is withdraw our support from it and start doing for ourselves. That's what we got to do. You know, how long are people going to sit back and beg, you know, this government to do what's right when for hundreds of years all you've gotten is a slap in the face? All you've gotten is this government kicking your ass. That's all. That's all black people have ever gotten from this government.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit